Hey, welcome to Hear Us Out. I'm Paul.
And I'm Patrick.
And we're going to talk about Captain Marvel. Well.
Sorry, I'm sorry I broke.
Hey, welcome to Hear Us Out. I'm Paul.
And I'm Patrick.
And we're going to talk about Captain Marvel since it's going to be released probably next week. I'm not going to date this film. I really shouldn't.
Because you're either watching this just before or just after Captain Marvel. And this is going to be we're going to cover what we think the effect might be of Captain Marvel. To give it a...
Yeah, what's it like before we even see the film? We're going to try place us in the Marvel universe.
Yeah, so. And I'd like to call out that because I'm a Captain Marvel fan already, if you know what I mean. So I was really excited for this movie before it was ever even in the works, before any casting was done. And because of that, I have really avoided seeing anything but the official trailers. I'm avoiding articles, I'm avoiding spoiler reviews, I'm avoiding all of that stuff. Thankfully, because some of the headlines I'm seeing are kind of annoying, and they seem to be already making this about gender, which who'd have thought that was coming? Didn't see that coming at all.
Oh man, ever since 2016 with the Ghostbusters female cast, I never thought that this would come back up.
Yeah, so I think we've expressed our displeasure at that before, but I think, and you know what, it's worth saying one last time. Oh, for God's sakes, people grow up. Ghostbusters wasn't bad because there were women in it. You're idiots. It was bad. It wasn't a good film. I'm not going to defend Ghostbusters, but people were being idiots. Same thing with this. How this has become about men and women is beyond me. It's Captain Marvel. Let's go. So, can we ignore the gender thing for the rest of this video?
Of course. It's going to be fairly easy. We're just talking about what is it bringing to the table towards the end game movie?
Yes.
You know, how do we think that it's going to happen? Like how do we get from where we are in Captain Marvel to like end game? Because as far as we understand, the movie is set in
the 90s.
Yeah,
early
so
90s.
We've got 29 years, give or take.
Give or take.
You know,
well, to set the table for it, actually the very end of Endgame, that is where Captain Marvel's symbol got shown on good on Nick Fury's beeper. His old. It was really nice that it was a pager that straight away was like, this is going to be from a different time because nobody uses pagers anymore.
Also, if you look at the pager device, it looks like it's been slightly altered.
I would imagine it would have to be because it sure as isn't. It's not calling a different area code on planet Earth.
Oh, are you sure?
It's calling somewhere else. She's secretly hiding in Wales. That would be great. Captain Marvel gets the page and she's like in Cardiff going, oh, I'm needed. Better lose me accent.
Yeah,
that wasn't even Welsh. Sorry.
I was going to wonder for two reasons. Just because she lived in Wales for any period of time, why would she pick up that accent? And secondly,
maybe her friends were from Liverpool.
Where was that accent from?
It was from a bad place where I messed up. But moving on, so, I think the big thing that she is going to affect everything with is the fact that you're now talking almost a new level of power in the MCU. As far as powers go, she is stepping this up a notch over your Captain Americas, over your Iron Man. She's Thor territory, and even then it's going to be interesting to see how powered she is compared to him. I think that's going to be one of the big ones. How they fit that in will be interesting, but because they're bringing her in at a time with Thanos snapping half of existence out of existence, we're playing in the big power realm right now, so it's a really good time.
It is the next level of things because she is going to be she's going to be one of the powerhouses of us. So like if she's going to be on the level of Thor, is she going to be on the level of Hulk?
Yeah, that's the thing. Straight away, I think they'll probably hint at that the same way they hinted at Vision's level of power by picking up Thor's hammer. I think they may well, when she finally, makes it out of the 90s and into the present day, I think there may well be a Captain Marvel Hulk moment, just so everybody's like, oh, now we're getting where we are with this.
See, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, because once again, I already think that Hulk is going to be the strongest. Like, he is the strongest.
The same way they did it with Thor, I think it'll be we're talking about this as somebody who can hang in his league.
Yes and no.
In which way? No.
As in, I would say that Thor is a very good character because he's capable of he's not a brawler anymore. He's more of a thinker, and I think Captain Marvel is going to be a very good strategic and tactical kind of person. Hulk is not that. Hulk. I get that. Once Hulk realizes that actually I don't think they've made it clear that his power is actually the fact is that the angrier he gets, the stronger he gets. And I think that we're going to learn that in Endgame, or Hulk is going to realize that in Endgame,
right?
And he's just going to go berserk, kind of thing. That's where I'm putting the level for Hulk.
You're saying they're about to turn up the wick on Hulk.
Yeah, I think
that'll be cool. If anybody out there is against that, let me know, and I'll come and check your temperature, because I think everybody is always on for more hulking of the Hulk. Yeah,
I think they're gonna step Hulk up another level, kind of thing with it, because we didn't get to see him hardly at all in Infinity War. But Captain Marvel's place in the universe, I think it's also going to give us a little bit wider view of the galactic community as well, which I think is going to be eventually important within the confines of Endgame as well.
And do you think it'll be important considering everything that's happened with Guardians of the Galaxy, which was what Marvel Disney had used as the door opener to that interstellar realm? Do you think now, because there are some business issues around that, as to they don't really know when they're having their next Guardians movie necessarily, do you think that they'll be like, okay, well, some of the things we were going to bring in and explain there, we can use her cosmic end to help explain?
Kind of.
Like, she can swing past and pick up Nova and everybody on the way. Like, she can do that kind of stuff now.
In the Endgame thing, yeah, they will probably have her, find Tony Stark and Nebula kind of thing.
But I'm even talking beyond Endgame.
But I don't think... No, I think Guardians of the Galaxy is too popular for them to drop. I think Disney will have to swallow their unfounded pride against James Gunn, and especially since they've decided, or they've essentially made a terrible decision in the fact that he's now going to do he's fronting the new Suicide Squad thing. Yeah. So I'm worried. Well, I'm not worried. I'm saying that Disney will probably have to come back and be just like, sorry, James Gunn.
Oh, I'll take that back. Don't get me wrong. I'd love it to happen, but I have a funny feeling that once we see the next phase laid out, we'll know where Guardians is, and I think it will be a very different looking Guardians, because there's been such a falling out, particularly around people like Batista.
Yeah, I know.
So because it's slightly off topic, but yeah,
because you can't bring in Adam Warlock with her. Because she's set in the 90s and Adam Warlock was made.
But she's not going to be set in the 90s forever.
As in, you can't, because the Guardians of the Galaxy know, or Adam Warlock probably will know about the Guardians of the Galaxy faster than they'll know about her.
True.
Because they've had because Adam Warlock's people had a direct interaction with each other.
With the Guardians of the Galaxy, yeah. But you can write around that. If you don't have the Guardians anymore, she's your outfielder now. She's the one out close to the big green wall. If you don't,
yeah, I think it'll be real. I do not envy the writer who has to do that.
Again, it's going to depend because it's a big Marvel universe. As in, there's going to be a lot going on. We don't know what else they're going to try and add in necessarily. So, yeah, I think that's, again, it's not that important. But I think she's probably going to be used for a lot of things.
Yeah, I don't like that idea, though. Do you? As in, I like if they follow the set path that they had for her. I don't like her being used as a stopgap for the failings of other business decisions.
Couldn't agree more. It's definitely not about what I want. It's more what I fear will happen.
That's very true. Yeah.
So, do you think from this moment on, so when Captain Marvel comes out and is an awesome film, which I really hope it will be, and everybody loves the character, do you think that will have a big knock-on immediate effect for Endgame? Do you think it will be a case she's going to play a part? We do know that. Yeah,
it's depending on what the post-credit scene is going to be, because I think that the post-credit scene is going to be probably something to do with Nick Fury's page. Right, that's my prediction of that, and it's where that is setting, or they could do a Captain America on it, which is the fact is that the last couple of minutes, the last 15 minutes or the last 10 minutes of the film is essentially her coming back or getting the page or something like that.
Oh, very much so, yeah. They're going to have to bring her, in her movie, they are going to have to bring her forward, I imagine, or at least as the post-credit scene in Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
For me, just geeking out, she's in Endgame. We know that. Mm-hmm. So there should be, I hope, a moment where Captain Marvel and Captain America meet. And I know that you're not the biggest Captain America guy in the world, but that's going to be a very good moment for me.
Well, that's going to be a fun moment because they're going to be like Captain, and he's going to be like Captain, kind of thing.
It will be the meeting of the captains. Since Kirk and Picard, it will be the most important cinematic meeting of captains.
So yeah.
It's going to be interesting because also it's more than symbolic as far as the handover goes, because we know Chris Evans is departing the universe from an acting point of view. For the most part, he may well cameo, but he's not doing full on after this.
Yeah, he's our choice for the possible death, isn't he?
Yes.
And Tony Stark or Robbie Downey Jr. is the step away. Well, that's what we feel.
That's the guess. But no matter what happens, because Captain America is, as Chris Evans is moving on, you do now have the Brie Larson Captain Marvel filling that breach. So I wonder if even in Endgame there will be an almost, when they meet, will there be an air of that or an aura of that around their meeting? I wonder if they'll go to that level.
I think that they'll have Captain Marvel maybe try to pick up the shield. And I would imagine. And I think Bucky will take it from her.
Well, it could be Falcon, but let's hope not.
No, I like Falcon. Falcon could be a good... I think it's going to be Bucky, though. I think it's going to be the Winter Soldier who picks it up.
That would be the better guess. I think the safer guess.
But yeah.
But again, back to the lady of the moment.
Yeah.
Is there any way that Thanos doesn't have an interaction with her? Yes. Do I think that
in Endgame or in
Endgame
in her thing?
In Endgame, in her thing, no.
I feel like there might be a little bit of something.
Yeah, I
within
think
hers, because she fights with the Kree.
Yeah,
and the Kree are one of the main races of the universe. So, and everybody knows the Mad Titan. So
yeah, true.
There's going to be something.
And to be fair, with the release schedule, they may well have been smart enough to go, let's get the California Raisin back on screen for a minute. California Raisins, old reference there, but trust me, look them up and you'll see Thanos all over the place. Yeah, that. Ooh,
I think there might not be a direct interaction, but there will be a nod to one or the other.
Yeah,
from the other's perspective.
So, are you positive about it? Are you positive about
Captain Marvel's? Yeah.
No, but are you positive about the effect that Captain Marvel's likely to have on the going forward MCU? Without having seen the film, obviously, but just theoretically.
Yes, I have a worry about the chucking her in with a load of stuff because they have to, because they've essentially f***ed the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise, possibly.
And I'm a little bit worried for the same reason, but also I'm worried about the escalation of power. I am worried that they will have to diminish, much as they've kind of had to ignore Vision a little bit in places. They've pulled back a little bit from his power. I have a feeling that she'll come out strong, and then they might have to dilute her over the next 5 or 6 years, and that won't be nice. But you know the way story writing works. That's what can happen,
well,
so.
You know, the Hulk is there, and he switches power quite often enough.
Yeah.
They also removed him for very particular reasons, and they removed Thor for another bunch of reasons as well.
Yeah.
So like, as long as they write it well, and the reason that she's either there or not there, then I'm fine with it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm excited. You're excited. It could go really, really badly, but I genuinely don't think it will. I have a lot of faith and a lot of trust, just because of the way some of the... Who thought they could have dealt with Civil War, having Thanos and the Infinity Gauntlet? Like that, they've done a lot of good in the last 5 or 6 years that I can kind of go, you know what? I should trust you. I should not be doubting the people behind this.
No, I agree. The writing's really, really good. It's just the fact is that if this is in some way bad, that uses up the goodwill for the next film.
Yeah.
And Endgame is a biggin. Like, it's the biggin.
Yeah, we survived Thor 2 though, so, you know.
We survived Captain Marvel or Captain America as well.
We didn't have to survive it.
Yes, we did.
And coming in a video someday soon, me and Paul fighting over Captain America, the first Avenger, and Thor 2, the something Malekith.
Yeah, I'd like to point
Doctor
out
Who.
that this is not about which one we think is as in Captain America is not the best film in the Marvel universe, and I don't think Thor 2 is the best movie in the Marvel universe. I just think Thor 2 is better than Captain America, the first one.
And I think Captain America is one of the better films in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I think Thor 2, The Dark World, is one of the worst films. You'll notice I didn't even say in the Marvel Universe.
My bottom two are Captain America. I guess you keep saying Marvel, Captain America, and then Thor 2.
I know, so even you have to put it at the
yeah,
bottom.
but it's slightly better than Captain America.
It's slightly better than catching a dose of diarrhea. Anyway, on that note, I think we should probably...
And the catching the diarrhea note. Is that the note that you want to leave on?
Now that you say it out loud. Okay. Yeah, tell us what you think. Tell us if you're excited about Captain Marvel. Get it out there on Twitter. You're going to be seeing a lot of activity from us because we are both pumped for this film. So we're going to be seeing it separately. I know we're probably going on different nights because I'm going to a different cinema than you, even if it is the same night.
I'm thinking I'm going to the Vi in Liffey Valley because I want my recliner seats. I want to be lying down watching Captain Marvel.
Yeah, just so it can't knock you out of your seat. That's how good it's going to be.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah, let's try that one for now.
Not that I'm a lazy ass bastard who just wants to lie down while watching films.
There's no judgment here. So we're going to be non-spoiler reviewing as we go along, but I think you'll be able to tell by our Twitter feed whether or not we're happy campers or extremely angry or upset. Let's hope that the internet can be a better place for a few weeks, though, and not just be dicks about things. Yeah, I'm not hopeful either. Anyway, I have been Patrick, and I've been excited.
And I've been Paul.
And you're looking at me like I just did something wrong. Do you want to synchronize our way out of this?
We've been Hear Us Out.
Yeah, I'm not syncing.
Good. It's a terrible idea.
No, it's terrible.
Like, subscribe, and share the channel.
Yep. And we'll see you next time.
Thanks very much.